Then it keeps the market made a tree. Nice good.
Busking is like street performance. It's taking your art and putting it out onto the street for the whole public and the world to see. It's based off the honor system, so people who are walking by don't have to give change, but it's their option to if they like what they see, which separates it from panhandling because that's a demand for money.
Busking is, I guess, when artists just on the street will just perform and just for the love of performing.
Busking is taking whatever kind of talent you have to the street and trying to make money off it from people that are just passing by.
Oh, I enjoy it very much. It's the local and in some cases world talent come in, and they're pretty creative and they put on a good show.
The residents that happen to walk by, I think they realize that the city has a lot more potential in terms of culture than they may realize, just because they're not necessarily exposed to it all the time, but when it's like in your face, then you can fully appreciate it just because it's right in your face.
Yeah, it helps tourism. The Buster Fest, it does attract a lot of people, and like I said, there's a lot of talent.
I think it's a really important thing because it gives a chance for small artists to come out and put their art on the street, get seen, get noticed, and they're working to a general audience, so they could be playing to somebody who would never ever go to their shows or see their art before. And then if you can play that audience, you can play to anybody. And sometimes people get picked up and like get their art shown in galleries and their music they get signed or whatever. I know many different occasions where that's happened. I think it's a really important part of our city.
I think it brings art and it brings diversity in music to places that otherwise would just sound like shit, really.
I think it's great. I love when you go downtown and you see people like playing music and stuff. Like it really adds to the atmosphere and just, I don't know, it's really friendly. It's happy.
Probably, I mean, the best experiences I've had are either when kids start dancing or when other people come and join in. For example, like this one time. We were just outside the supermarket in Kensington, and they usually have like a bunch of people playing there, like an open mic there, and we'd often just go and like jam there after, or just like during the show, and people would just be outside, so we did get like a bunch of people come out. At one point we gathered like 3 like flute players and like just like kind of random like Mexican instrument players, and then there was this one guy rapping who was like friends with Gagnon's cousin or something, and he was really awesome. And then there was this other guy who came and dropped like a verse in Spanish, and that was like, he just killed it. But he was like super drunk, but he also just like killed it, so it was awesome.
Blues Fest for the last 3 years in Ottawa. It's been great. It was like it's a 12-day festival in July, and we used to set up on the corner when the shows would end, and people would all come out of the festival. And over the course of the 12 days, we'd have a lot of people coming by and like joining our band, which we were okay with. And by the end of the festival on the Sunday, we had a band of about 9 or 10. We had 4 drummers, a didgeridoo player, a guitar player, a singer, and 3 fire dancers, which really brought a lot of people in because fire and drums really bring a huge audience. It's a lot of fun.